Historically, received pronunciation, or BBC English as it used to be called, signified a higher social class than a local accent. That was why Margaret Thatcher moved from Lincolnshire to sounding like the Duchess of Devonshire. Now, of course, the moment a privileged public schoolboy like Tony Blair gets to Downing Street, he wants to talk like that. Stephen Smith, an émigré northerner, reports.
Elocution. Articulate. Social mobility.
You say either and I say either. You say neither, I say neither.
High spirits at the BBC Deportment College. Did you spot Fiona Bruce? Manners maketh man, they say, and woman. But what about speech? Well, people with no shortage of time on their hands reckon David Beckham is talking posher now.
David, are you happy to go to Real Madrid?
Yeah. Let's see for ourselves.
If we play well and they play well, we could beat them, you know, because we knew we was a better team. So we done that, and we come back from the 1-0 deficit, and the character, shone through.
It's a special moment for the country, special moment for Seb and the team. And a special moment for myself to be involved in this.
Oh, let's call the whole thing off.
This programme's worthless if it isn't an analytical tool, so we turn to Emma Serlin, director of the London Speech Workshop.
Something instead of something. T's on the end or consonants on the end of the words. That makes a big difference. And he's opening his mouth more. All in all, I think he sounds much better in the second clip.
It's been exciting, it's been honouring, it's been touching.
The impression he makes has changed an awful lot, and that's the key thing. And obviously, it's pretty obvious that that's his purpose in doing voice work, which I'm fairly sure he has done, is to actually change the impression he makes.
Let's look at how some other great voices of these islands have changed, and what that might tell us.
I nearly went over the edge, and I sort of was down on the floor with about 10 people on top of me, and looking down on this crowd which was sort of seething underneath.
What would be your favourite spot in the UK?
The Scilly Islands looks absolutely lovely, doesn't it? I mean, what better? You can't get any further west than that.
My strong suspicion is, and I don't know for sure, that in private, Sir Mick Jagger sounds not unlike our blessed Prime Minister, or, somebody like that.
The travelling preacher of social observation on the Rolling Stones frontman, Mick Jagger.
But he is obliged, in his public persona, to maintain something of the sort of mockney nasal whine that he developed as a suburban London middle-class boy who'd gone to the LSE. He developed that in order to be a pop star.
Especially for myself and my brother, you ain't ever going to find someone who's going to jump into the position that it would hold. Simple as that.
I think the way Prince Harry sounds is today's sort of Sloane sound, which is more knocked back than a previous cohort of Sloane's and people from his class. And I think there's also the requirement to be one of the lads.
It's a lowering, not a raising.
Enough is enough.
No, it's
enough is enough.
That's it.
To say to the government of the day, enough is enough.
On the eve of her funeral, we have to mention Baroness Thatcher and her voice coaching. Now, what did she say was her greatest achievement? Oh yes, New Labour.
Some treated with relative leniency, others, as in the Norfolk case, with considerable severity.
I tell you what I like, I like one of those actually. Thank you. Thank you.
He's gone from very posh and heightened RP to this trilled R, severity. So there's that little trill, which is really dated now. And there's A on the end instead of E, severity. To almost towards cockney. I'll tell you what I like.
For too long, we've had a system where people who did the right thing, who get up in the morning and work hard, felt penalised for it.
Out of all of them, that's the most painful.
Why?
He's dropping his H. I'm the first David Beckham I didn't love, but it was authentic. That feels inauthentic to me.
As one of our vocally made-over politicians almost put it, it's all about elocution, elocution, elocution.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Steve Smith, that's all in it. Bye.